Hi, this is a demo for Hotchkiss to demonstrate external file sharing through Teams. There is an element of SharePoint use. However, the majority of it will be through Teams. If we look at Microsoft Teams and we create a team, build a team from scratch, we'll choose private. We'll give the team a name. Actually, Hotchkiss suppliers. You can put a description in there if you like. But the whole idea around this is to create a team that can be shared by X number of employees within Hotchkiss. And within that team, or within that file structure, will be a folder for each one of their suppliers. We're not going to add team members at the moment. We're going to skip that. Okay, so there's the team. That's the conversation panel. This is where the files will go. And then you can have infinite applications, multiple tabs going all the way along there. So if we go back to this and we open it in SharePoint for now. So this is where we will do the external sharing. We go to some folders and we put them in this HK suppliers file structure. So I've got two folders here. These would obviously represent supplier number 1, ABC Limited, supplier number 2, DEF Limited. You can have as many as you like in there. And then we're going to set individual privileges for each one of those folders. So if we look at firstly this folder, open that out a little. So we're going to manage the access to this specific folder. Manage access. So that's who has permission at the moment, and that's Hotchkiss employees. We're going to grant access to someone else, and that's going to be an external person. So that will be my Gmail address, sdlewington@gmail.com. And we're going to say that you can view it only. Here are your files. Read only. We're going to keep that ticked so that that notifies the person that we're sharing the access. And in theory, we only do this once. So we set up the folder. We do an external share on this particular folder, and it's done once. Any other files that get entered into there, they will automatically go on view only. We then go to my Gmail, and as you can see there, the email comes through with a link on it. And I'm going to open that in incognito mode. Obviously, I'm logged in under the Systems Assurance domain, so I want this to be purely incognito, so I've got to log in again. So I need to log in with a Microsoft account. You must have a Microsoft account, or the person you're given access to must have a Microsoft account. For security, they won't do it otherwise. That can be a Yahoo account, a Gmail account, or whatever you like, but it must be a Microsoft account that has been authenticated. So I'll now put my password in for my Microsoft account. And once that's done, and that would only need to be done once, you can then see the Hotchkiss suppliers folder with the documents in there that I shared under the supplier ABC folder. If we go back one, although there are two folders within that, I can only see the one that I have permissions to. So I'll go back to that. Let's look at this Word document. I've set it up for view only or read only. I'm now going to try and edit this document. And as you can see, it says read only. You don't have permission to edit this file. if we go back to SharePoint, very briefly, here's the activity. So this is the activity that you were after, about who you've sent a share to and who has access to this folder, and it will be time-stamped. And then if we go back to Teams, this is where that can be managed. So we now know who has access to that folder and who has access to that folder. And then at that point, you can manage the team. So at the moment, there is only one owner. You can add additional members to this team. Anybody you add to the team has full access to that team and those folders. Anybody that you share an external link with or share an external folder with will only have read or write permissions, whatever you set on that particular folder. And in this case, on that particular folder, we go back into files, it's that one, supplier ABC. I hope this has been useful and demonstrated the external file sharing. Hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.